once you've finished carving, there are 4 important things that you need to consider before you start to print. One is that you need to determine the size of your paper and establish a registration for your block. You all have been given chipboard, and it needs to be a couple of inches larger than your paper. And what you're going to do is cut a window out of it. The other things are to prepare your paper. So this is to set up your registration, to prepare your paper, to set up your ink, and then to determine either the pressure on the press or to determine how to print without a press. And you'll all learn how to print with and without press for the majority of the projects that you're doing in this class. So one of the first things I want to do is on my chipboard is to place my finished carved block and trace it. So I'm going to trace it. After you've traced your block, you can use a Sharpie, a pen, or a pencil. You'll want to cut the window out. Remove your block out of the way. Cut the window out of the chipboard. You want to put the X-Acto knife blade, and again, these are very sharp and you want to be careful, into the handle and then tighten it down. And sharp blades are much better than dull ones. People cut themselves more on dull blades because they have to work so hard on it. It's okay if your window's just a slightly larger because you want to be able to get your block in and out. So I'm just going to cut through, and I'm cutting on a healable surface. We have several self-healing surfaces in the classroom that you are welcome to use. But I want you to use your own X-Acto knives and your own rulers.
And you're applying a lot of pressure to the ruler to keep it in place.
Yes, I'm also applying a lot of pressure to the ruler and a fair amount of pressure to my board too. And I may have to go back and do a little additional cutting. And it's okay if you overshoot. It's like this. It doesn't matter if you overshoot your lines a little bit, because you want to make sure this is all cut through. Very easily.
And if when you're cutting you find that it's fraying as opposed to creating a sharp line, what does that mean?
Well, it might mean you need a new blade, but I just put a brand new blade in. So, might also mean that you've got the tool up too high and allow the blade to actually do the cutting, not the tip. Alright, so it should be easy to move your block in and out of this board. The other thing you want to do then is mark the registration. So my block is 6 3/4. So I'm going to find the middle of 6 3/4, which is 3 and let's see, how many eighths is that? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Okay, so 3 6/8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So that's where my middle is going to get marked. I can line this up and mark. I'm going to mark the middle a little ways out at the top and at the bottom, and then I'm going to draw a line. And then I'm going to draw another line that's gives me an inch border at the top. So draw another line right there. And this will coincide with the marks that I put on the back of my paper.